Welcome to this short video which introduces you to Oxford and Cambridge Junior Research Fellowships. We'll talk about what they are and how they fit in with other academic post-PhD opportunities. So, what is a Junior Research Fellowship and how does it fit with your other post-PhD academic opportunities? Post-PhD, you will usually have three main options for pursuing your academic research career. The first is an early career fellowship. These are offered by a range of external funders such as the UK research councils and aimed at individuals who are finishing their PhD or within around 3 to 5 years of completion. They provide fixed-term funding to enable you to progress your post-PhD research at your chosen host institution. Secondly, you may choose to pursue a postdoctoral position. This usually involves being employed by a group leader or principal investigator to work on a project that they are leading and for which they have received funding to employ a postdoctoral research associate. This means you'll be less likely to be working on your own independently developed research programme. Postdocs are a common first step after the PhD for those in science subjects and are more common in social sciences than they are in arts and humanities. Finally, you may choose to explore Junior Research Fellowships or a JRF. JRFs are unique to Oxford and Cambridge. They are fixed-term awards of college membership designed to enable you to develop your independent post-PhD research. The difference is that you are affiliated with a Cambridge or Oxford college. There are two types of JRFs, stipendiary, which provide a salary, and non-stipendiary, whereby you receive a college affiliation but no salary, and you would be expected to be employed, for example, as a postdoc, or to hold your own independent funding to cover your salary and research costs. Individual colleges set the terms of their junior research fellowships, and they may offer a budget towards research costs. However, it's worth noting that this is unlikely to cover the costs of a significant programme of research that has, for example, high consumable costs. There may be funding available for attending conferences or to support fieldwork, and colleges may offer other benefits like accommodation and dining rights as well. While Junior Research Fellows are predominantly expected to focus on their research, some colleges will have very explicit expectations of the responsibilities of JRFs, although many do not. Colleges are expecting you to contribute to their rich academic community through your research. However, alongside that, there may be expectations around teaching and supervision, pastoral support for students, and an expectation that you will make an active contribution to the wider college community. What this looks like is really varied depending on the college, your research background, and your interests. However, not all colleges will stipulate explicit expectations. So, how do you find a Junior Research Fellowship? Many opportunities are advertised between May and November. However, they do vary and can crop up at any time. So keep an eye on the adverts regularly. They may have quite short application deadlines. Usually, colleges will be looking for someone to start their JRF in the next academic year. So they're often recruiting around a year in advance of the start date. If you would like to take up a Junior Research Fellowship, you should be applying as you approach or near the beginning of your final year of your PhD, but do check the adverts carefully. Opportunities are usually listed in the Cambridge Reporter and the Oxford Gazette. They're commonly listed on individual college job pages on their websites, and the college section of the University of Cambridge and University of Oxford jobs pages will often have adverts as well. Do check these regularly. In the Careers Service, we're often asked how to prioritise JRFs alongside other post-PhD options within academia. JRFs are hugely competitive, often receiving upwards of 100 applications per opportunity, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't apply. There's no one size fits all about how you should prioritise your post PhD options, and JRFs may not be the right option for everybody. That being said, it's worth considering a few things. Firstly, whether you want to work on your own independent research project. You might be quite happy taking on more responsibility at a postdoctoral level whilst working on a more established programme of research with a principal investigator. Do you have a clear idea of your project? This is necessary to make a competitive application, especially for stipendiary JRFs. Colleges are looking at whether you will bring interesting research to their academic community that isn't just a continuation of your PhD work. It should be a clear progression of what you've done before. They are looking to see that you have a clear vision of your next steps in your research, and this can be quite hard when you may still be conducting primary research in your PhD and you aren't sure what the next steps could be. Also consider whether you have the right skills and expertise. Stipendiary JRFs see a college investing in you to continue your research. They want to know they're making a sound investment and that you're the right person to do your proposed work. You may wish to apply for a postdoc opportunity to enable you to access further training and expertise before working on your own independent project. Finally, will it provide sufficient funding? This is particularly relevant for those in science and technology disciplines or in disciplines where you may be carrying out fieldwork. JRFs don't tend to provide a generous budget for research costs and consumables, whereas early career fellowships may cover more of this cost. Even if you do choose to apply for JRFs, it's worth exploring the other options available to you and being proactive in making applications for these too, given the levels of competition. We hope this video helps you to get started with navigating JRFs and your post-PhD options in academic research. The Career Service is here to support you with your next steps. Check out our website or book a one-to-one careers appointment if you would like further support. Thank you for listening.